I'm Sai and welcome back to my channel SciTech. And today's video to do the Call of Duty gameplay graphics comparison between the Realme X7 Max versus the iQOO 7 device. The reason why I'm doing this video particularly right now is because recently we do know the PUBG got updated in the Realme X7 Max, and few of the users did ask me to do this video on the Call of Duty comparison. So that is the reason I thought of comparing with the other phone, which is the iQOO 7 phone, which has got the Snapdragon 870 chipset and which was able to play really good at high graphics all the time. That is the reason I thought of just comparing side by side, so you know exactly what is the graphics of the Realme X7 Max and what is the graphics of the iQOO 7 device. So let's see friends what will happen, whether the Call of Duty got any kind of update or not. That is what I'm going to exactly test in this video. Let me try to open the Call of Duty game as well in the iQOO 7 and in this phone. So from the beginning, the iQOO 7 performed in terms of the high graphics level in every game. That's no doubt, but the Dimensity 1200 so is the one which need to get really very optimized in terms of the games. So this is what all the users are really eager to wait in for this kind of high graphics update. The processor is really good. The processor Dimensity 1200, it's kind of close to performance with the Snapdragon 870 in performance wise, but only the optimization is the one which is really lacking in this phone. And the graphics, as you can see friends, so before, whenever I try to select the very high graphics, as you can see, very high, and if I try to use the very maximum, it won't come. No, even now also you cannot do that. So but you can actually do that in the iQOO 7. That means in the Snapdragon processors. For example, Snapdragon 855 plus you can do, Snapdragon 865 you can do, but not in the Dimensity 1200. That's the kind of really weird part here. As you can see friends, you can see it's not possible. So even after the updates and everything, still I think the Call of Duty game needs to be optimized the same way how the PUBG got optimized with the 90 FPS in this phone. Same way when the Call of Duty should also get optimized, I think so, for this kind of Dimensity process. If the developers they can do it, then definitely it's kind of possible in the Call of Duty game. So in the iQOO 7 device with the Snapdragon, as you can see, 870, you can actually play with a very high and max graphics. That's fantastic friends. That is the reason a lot of users they prefer the Snapdragon process rather than the Dimensity process, because the Snapdragon process are really optimized for better kind of performance. That is the reason. So now I definitely understood why. It's not only in this one game, there are multiple games where users are really facing this kind of low graphic settings. But luckily the PUBG game got updated. That's kind of really unexpected, and no one didn't expect it. To be frank, even I did not expect friends. So I lost completely hopes. I thought 90 FPS is like a dream in this phone, but 90 FPS we got finally. But the game space Realme UI cannot get increased more than 60 FPS. That's the problem with the Realme UI not optimizing properly. That's the one thing which I thought of just mentioning. And moreover, in terms of the gameplay, I did feel the iQOO 7 is really smooth. It is very, very smooth, as you can see friends. I think the game frame interpolation is the one which is making this kind of changes. As you can see, it's absolutely kind of smooth, and the haptic feedback, it's really great. I can actually feel the really good haptic feedbacks. I can actually feel, wow, that's fantastic friends. That's fantastic. Smooth, it's very smooth when compared with other phones. I can definitely say that. And whereas the Realme X7 Max doesn't have any kind of haptic feedbacks. There's no haptic feedbacks in the Realme X7 Max. That's the one thing which I thought of just mentioning. So you cannot play with the high or maximum graphics, maximum FPS at same time in this phone in the Realme X7 Max. So that's a kind of really disadvantage friends, even in terms of the software updates as well. So we need to wait for the Call of Duty team to update. So even after the update from the Call of Duty as well, there is no hopes. I think there should be kind of hopes. Yeah, 60 FPS is possible. 60 FPS is no problem, but 90 FPS and more than that, it's not possible. Because of the Realme UI restrictions. Just because of the Realme UI restrictions, now you'll be able to play 60 FPS without any problem. That should not be any kind of issues. That's the one thing which I can definitely guarantee you. So that is the reason. The medium type of users, medium type of gaming users, they'll definitely prefer the Realme X7 Max. For the low budget range, you're getting really powerful chipset. That's totally understandable. But you're not getting high graphics. That's the one thing you should always remember. So there's no haptic feedbacks as well. So as normal, as you can see, that's not supported in this phone. So thank you for watching this video, friends. This is a quick comparison between both phones in terms of the Call of Duty gameplay, and overall the game needs to be really optimized for this in the Realme X7 Max still to get this kind of high graphics and high FPS possible at the same time. So thank you for watching, and see you in the next video, friends. Until then, stay tuned for more updates. Bye.